Hello, my name's Jon Mendez, and today we're just looking at how to tie our boat up. I'm going to do two things for you. Firstly, we're just going to bring the boat gently round and onto a berth using just a fraction of momentum so it slides in, and then our crew's just going to attach a short stay line from the pontoon and back onto ourselves. Once the stern line's secure, I can obviously keep the bow in with either the thruster or the engines. They can walk along the pontoon and attach our bow line, which must go forward of the boat. That's going to be great for a short little stay. Once we've done that, we'll show you how to shorten that down into a longer stay, attaching both the bow and the stern lines correctly, and then we'll look at where we can place the springs. At the end of the day, there's 100 ways you can do this. We're just showing you a way that's safe and secure. So we're going to put the boat alongside the pontoon, and to do that I'm going to swing it round, which will give us a little bit of momentum towards the pontoon. That will mean my crew, who are positioned on the bathing platform, can lasso the stern cleat and make it fast on our boat. Once that bit's done and the boat's secure on the stern line, they can now step from a completely stationary boat onto the pontoon and walk forward for our bow line. And our bow line will be led slightly forward of the boat so that the boat is taut just gently between those two lines. So we're just going to swing round and pop it alongside. Okay, so all I'm doing now is just using a little bit of wheel hard to port and a fraction of starboard ahead. Just going to reverse that helm for a moment just to give myself enough room to complete my turn. And it's not windy, but there's a nice steady breeze which is just making everything a little bit more interesting. Again, we're just driving the boat towards the pontoon. Slide of momentum is taking me in, fraction further forward. Here's the cleat that I'm looking for. Fraction further forward again, and then just as we get there, the stern's coming in nicely. Just going to slow the boat down so that as we touch, when I look out my window here, we are completely stationary, back on that transits that we talked about on episode 1. There goes the stern on. Tiny touch of bow thruster just to stop that momentum. Crew's lassoed the stern line. Okay, he's happy with that. Okay, lovely. Bow line, please. So now he's just going to walk along the side of the boat. We're quite a tall boat, we might not see his head. And we'll see him just appear here now. Same thing, he's going to do a circle, 2 figure of 8s, and a circle to make us secure. Just to go over this tying onto a cleat, when we put the line around the cleat on the shore, ideally we want to go around the stern of the cleat on the shore. So we've got a nice open lead, back onto the boat with a circle, a figure of 8, a figure of 8, and then a circle. That's my preference, seems nice and secure. Okay, so we've just done singled up lines ready for a short stay, cup of tea, quick bit of lunch, and if we're in a marina, not much tide, don't necessarily need springs, but now we'll show you how to tie it up for an end of day. So to make it more permanent for an overnight, or if we're leaving the boat, we want to put this making off down onto the cleat on the pontoon. So we're going to undo, and at the moment where I've still got a circle, I'm just going to lean on the line, which makes the boat come nice and clear. Step down, and now I want to make sure I've got the lead going the right way. So we're going from the boat to the far side of the cleat, and we're having a circle, and then the same process. 2 figures of 8 and a nice circle. This line can now become our spring. Now lots of people like using one line to do stern line and spring. Some people like having separate lines so they can adjust each line individually. There is no hard and fast rule. It's whatever suits you and your boat. So I'm just going to walk forward, just gently paying the line out as I go. And this boat's only got one midship cleat. So what I want to do is I want to come to the far side of the cleat. And the reason for that is I want that weight of the boat on the cleat itself. If I come near side, the weight's resting onto the boat here and damaging the gel coat, and it's not good seamanship. So we want to come far side of the cleat with what we call an open lead. Just take the line in your hand and just lean, and you'll gain any slack that there is, and then the same process, figure of 8 on top of the circle. Now I'm only going to leave one because I've got to get another line onto here because we've only got one midship cleat. Same with the bow line. I've made it off on the shore, just taking the line up around the cleat, so we're going as far as we possibly can so that the weight is on the cleat itself. And the same process, just hold with a bit of tension and use your own body weight to put some slack into that line. And that's also tensioning both sets of springs. See how much the boat's moving forward? I've got 2 armfuls of slack now. So now I can probably do one more of those, and see how I lean and pull and then just feed it through. So now what I've got, whole circle, figure of 8, and this time I've only got a short end. The short ends are horrible, but we can do one of those dreadful locking turns. Tuck it underneath and pull, and that will keep it secure on the cleat.